Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well tonight. Today we're going to be playing a Sludge Warlock deck that was suggested to me last stream. Depending on how that goes, might play that for an hour or two and then might switch over to the Tavern Brawl, get my free pack for this week. Let's go over the deck quickly. I haven't played it yet. I believe I understand how it works, so there'll probably be some trial and error, at least at first. But basically the idea is to cheat out Thaddius with the slime. Once you have Thaddius out, basically every card in the deck is free once he's on the odd turn, and you will use that to get a bunch of sludges, or the Barrel of Sludge. You can buff them up with the Silver Moon Arcanist, possibly destroy all the ones in your deck with the Steam Cleaner, or just draw a bunch of cards. It's also multiple ways. Hellfire, more damage to the face. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I tweaked a couple cards. I've seen a couple versions of the deck going around. There's specifically almost like an aggro version of Sludge Warlock. This is more focused on bursting them down in, one turn. But as I said, I haven't played the deck yet, so will be a bit of experimenting. Probably a couple games to figure it out, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, at this point, I really have no idea how to mulligan, but we'll learn together. This probably seems good to keep against Paladin. The rush and the 5 health is pretty sticky. I don't think you really need this. Actually, it could be good against Paladin. There's just not a whole lot of minions to kill. There's like the tour guide, the Arcanists, which I probably don't want to kill unless it's absolutely necessary. I think I want to draw. I'll keep this as like a possible last resort. The Mortal Coil's good. I've seen some versions of this deck that cut one or both Mortal Coils. Outside of Paladin, I'm not too sure how great the card is right now. I think this is in the deck to kill your own slime. Mortal Coil is great here. I don't think I want to play this until I got some sludges there at least. Hey Winter, how's it going? First game, we're going to see how this deck goes. As I said earlier, I have a rough idea of how it plays, but this is the first game, so we'll see how it goes. Don't know if this is good, but I actually, I took Zola out for the Steam Cleaner. I don't know, it was really hard. I probably we'll put Zola back in. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people cutting Mortal Coils. Yeah, before I even played the deck, it's funny, I bounced around a bit. I removed the Hellfires at one point and I put them back in. Yeah, the main thing it seems Zola's good for is to get another Silver Moon Arcanist. Maybe another Sludge on wheels if you are running low on Sludge. This puts it on my deck too, right? Yeah. So I can this. I 2 sludges. Feels like a waste killing a 2 attack and 1 attack, but... Or should I tap first? I was asking, you know, what you'd use Zola for. I believe the most important target would be another Silver Moon Arcanist, but I guess you can get another Sludge on wheels too, if you really needed one. And yeah, Finley I was not too sure about too. I'll just do this. I'm always scared of leaving things on the board with Paladin. Just tap and pass. But yeah, I can see Finley being kind of feels bad if you have a ton of barrels of sludge in the bottom of your deck. You Finley, then just your whole hand is barrels of sludge.
Reporting for duty.
I kind of just need to free up hand space so I can draw some more. I can't even tap or do anything here. But I guess the only unfortunate thing is it really seems like this deck is dependent on drawing Talon or Thaddius.
Be reborn in my image.
The longer the game goes on, the less important this is, I guess. Like, this is important at all stages of the game. Because I'm thinking about just dropping the slime and then killing the Titan. If I had Thaddius in hand right now, that'd be amazing. I think I'll just do it, because outside of this card's really hard to get rid of. And depending how long the game goes, I can just play Thaddius at 10. And yeah, what did you have in your ETC again? Yeah, I thought about using the Steam Cleaner instead. One turn too late. So at this point, I just need to stay alive a bit.
The veil wanes.
Oh yeah, I could see the Resurrect being useful in like a slower game maybe. Just for another big body, big sticky body.
Infinite truths.
I think I just have to take the 8 here. I can play this, then this. This overdraws me. Oh, I might just be dead here. Wind Fury? Yep. It's gonna take me a few games to kind of realize what cards I can play, what I can't. Yeah, maybe ETC is good in here because Steam Cleaner seems very situational. Like, yeah, I can just win you some games, but then in other games it's just useless.
Off versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
I don't think I want this early game. I think just hard mulligan for like Slime, Thaddius, Talon, Tour Guide, Scourge Supplies.
My greetings. My greetings.
Okay. Yeah, I think actually one reason I did cut ETC, now that I think about it, is I remember your version had that legendary in it, and I didn't have that legendary, and I just didn't feel like crafting it at the time. Okay. That seems like a much better hand. Also, which new 6-drop you talking about? Okay. Yeah, that legendary almost seemed like a win more card. Like, if you're in the situation where you can pick it and play it, you might just win anyways. So I don't need another slime, I don't think. Oh yeah, the new like dual class mage spell. Yeah, actually, I have had that played against me once, where it destroyed 4 or 5 sludges and it wasn't fun. Just tap. So we got a lot of key pieces. Kind of just need some more draw or one of the sludge on wheels. As much as I want to play this on 5, I'm almost wondering if I should hold off and draw more first. But I guess it's always good to just cheat out an 11-11 taunt. I don't think Drew does any easy way to get rid of it. I'll just do it. Yeah, I think it's exactly why I'm just playing the slime right now. His druid, at least if he's playing an aggro deck, and in his current position, doesn't really have any way to get rid of an 11-11 easily. Do I just play this, then this? I always forget. Thaddius, does it switch polarities even while it's inside the slime, or will it always be the version it was when it was discarded? Oh, it's always odd? Like, regardless? That is really nice to know. I had no idea that was the case. Let me just do this. See what happens. Just play cards. Might run out of time here. Didn't OTK him, but I don't really see him coming back from that. Oh, see, I had no idea it always defaulted to odd. Because that was one thing I was worried about this deck, is that it might be a little inconsistent if you were to get Thaddius out and it wasn't on odd. Probably could have OTK'd him that one turn if I didn't run out of time. But yeah, I'm really curious if they're gonna end up nerfing this card again. Or not, maybe not necessarily nerfing it, but reworking it.
All eyes shall be opened.
Seems good against Paladin. What do you mean exactly? Just talking about how some of the cards have lengthy animations? Yeah, I was very... The more I've thought about it, I don't think Finley seems great. Especially if you have a bunch of sludge in the bottom of your deck. So yeah, maybe remove Finley for Zola. And yeah, maybe Steam Cleaner for ETC as well.
Move quickly.
At that point, is it basically back to the version of the deck you originally sent me? Because I think there's only one or two cards I changed. So next turn, depending what he plays, could play this, trade into Mortal Coil. Wow. That seems like a waste of a turn. Waste of a card, too. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Defile. Defile actually seems really good with Paladin being so popular right now. I remember when this card was 1-5 when it was first came out, and it's so much better at 2-5. Like the 5 health is already really annoying for a 3-drop. But 1, it didn't really trade into too much. Just get rush. Play a sludge here. I almost want a Finley here. I have a slime, but don't have Talon, Thaddius. Plus, I'd have a lot of cards that don't really draw. Sure. There, we got Talon we can play next turn. This Paladin's been surprisingly slow so far. The Harp with the 2 Spear Palms. I actually forgot the Harp was in the deck. Makes these so much better. That was the best card to pick. I think I'm... Do I just Talon? I don't think it's worth it. It gets me the Thaddius, but I don't have a slime, so I can wait to play that. I think I want to Harp Spirit Bomb one of these. And maybe just Scourge Supplies. Definitely want this. I forget, with this card, after you've discarded, does it deal 2 damage, then 1 damage? Or does it just deal 3 damage? It sounds like it just deals 3 damage. But if it does it in 2 waves, that seems way better. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'm going to keep that then. It's nice to clear the Divine Shields and then do damage.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
Oh, it's like a slower Earthen Paladin. Okay.
She has heard our plea.
Here for the tour?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense now that you mention that. Okay, now I want to play Talon.
This is not what we stood for.
Draw Thaddius. Play the slime next turn. I can kill it with this. The only problem is this is a slower paladin, so it probably has some way to deal with Thaddius.
She has heard our plea.
Okay.
Search within.
Draw first, I guess. This will be discarded. Draw me 2. Just play these. The Hellfire's more important. I think I just win. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the spell power's dead. I still win though. I kind of just played cards. It's pretty crazy because, yeah, once you get Thaddius down, essentially all your cards are free, and there's so much draw. So maybe just hard mulligan for slime, Talon, Thaddius, and a couple exceptions.
Will serve me in death.
Like Scourge Supplies, I think, is always good to keep.
Shall be
Double Scourge supplies. Pretty good.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
So it's probably either Blood or Rainbow, maybe? I don't think the Rainbow decks are really playing Renathal. Next turn, Scourge supplies.
I listened to ETC before he was cool.
Okay, that's definitely Blood. I kind of want to play this in trade. Because if I Scourge supplies this turn, my hand might get too full. So for this deck, against some opponents, I can just kind of slam Thaddius, and if I don't win that turn, it's probably going to stick around to the next turn. But I don't see that happening with this deck. It's a little annoying. Doesn't get me another sludge.
You. Here for the tour?
Guess just Finley here. 'Cause my hand's pretty useless. Maybe Harp first. It's a little rough. I only got the 2 sludges off the first guys. I feel like I really have to get my money's worth out of the second one. Especially this guy might build up health. Oh, I didn't even think about mortal coiling your own sludge on wheels too for more of them. So maybe I don't want to cut that then. Okay, that's a good draw. Definitely playing it next turn. I guess don't play anything else. So, you obviously don't want to just throw these away for like tempo or anything. I'm assuming it's okay that I lost the one. I could probably get enough damage off the other. Guess we'll see.
This is not what we stood for.
Here's something like perspective.
So next turn... Yeah, so next turn we pop off. Yeah, I think he has too much health, and I only got 2 sludges off the other guy. Yeah. And like I said earlier, he's 100% going to get rid of Thaddius after it's played. Just play this to get it out of my hand.
Here's something like perspective.
See if I can get a draw spell or an Arcanist off this. Actually, it's all sludges. I should have played that first, actually. Yeah, I don't think I have enough. If I had spell damage, maybe. Yep. Yeah, I should have played the fracking before I had the full bottom of the deck filled, actually. So that was a learning experience there. Because if I had a draw spell or an Arcanist on the bottom that I could have grabbed, I think I would have won that. Oh well, there's no way I'm going to win that now. It's okay, we're learning. Now I know, use fracking when there's 2 sludges on the bottom, not 3.
There's off versus Kel'Thuzad.
Will be the end of you.
I realized, like, right after I played it, when the animation was still going on, that I was only going to get the 3 sludges as options. I like the harp a lot, but I don't think it's worth keeping.
One dose solves any problem. Here for the tour?
If he trades into this versus hero powering, that'd be great. But I do think decks like this are interesting. I think I've said before that any kind of deck that makes you actually think versus just like attack, play on curve. I think it's always interesting.
Your tour ends here.
Alright, Scourge Supplies next turn. And if my hand is still bad, I can Finley. Maybe get Slime or Talon for 5. Yeah, they're fun. It's like you're putting a puzzle together. It really feels like even your first couple turns, like every turn's important. You know, you're thinking multiple turns ahead and setting up future turns. Don't need another harp, I guess. So yeah, 100% next turn be Finley. If I get Talon or Slime and Thaddius, that'd be great because I could play him on curve.
The culprit was...
Yeah, that's one reason I always kind of liked classic Control Warrior 2. Is it really felt like back years ago before everything just generated value, you really had to think about, you know, like prioritizing your removal and like how long you could wait to use certain things. That doesn't exist so much in the game anymore. I think I'll just leave the coin for an extra draw.
As you say, I seem to have lost the service.
And I got the ice. Man, it's funny. I was talking about cutting Finley, but there's 2 times now it's been very, very good where I've played it on 4 and got what I needed for the next turn. I think I'm just safe to play this on 5. I don't think Mage is any kind of like polymorph effect right now. So you got 8 damage. Needs 9 damage to kill me. Turn 6? I guess we'll see. Either I lose or win this turn. Yeah, what did I say? 8 damage plus hero power, 9 damage.
You burn some, you earn some.
Still not dead, right? Yeah. I don't want to have too many cards in hand to not get the sludges. Let's kill this to free up hand space. And then my win, I think.
Search within me.
Ooh. Yep. It's so... I had more to play and do too. It's so much damage. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize this deck could win like so quickly, so early. Turn 6, turn 5 maybe if you have the coin. I'm surprised I haven't seen it being played more. Because yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of tools. It has some tools for aggro. But for the most part, you almost have to just stay alive till turn 5 or 6 and possibly just win. Yeah, it is true. There's always, you know, it reminds me of like in Rage Warrior, how there's been times where that deck's been very strong, but what's it called? Like Patron Warrior. How Patron Warrior was like super strong deck for a really long time, but not a lot of people played it just because it was a little difficult. Or people did play it and played it poorly, and it kind of brought the win rate down. Next turn, I might rush into that and Spirit Bomb it. No, yeah, I was talking about Patron Warrior. How it is very, very strong deck, but a lot of people just struggle to play it properly. So either its popularity got brought down a bit because of that, but also its win rate because people would play it unsuccessfully. I think I have to do this. Stay alive. If he trades here, it's fine. I got 4 sludges off it. It's funny because they unnerfed the cards, you can actually play that deck again in Wild. Like the whole reason the deck went away was they nerfed Warsong Commander into the ground, and then they actually unnerfed it a year ago or so, I think. So if you were curious, you could play it in Wild now. Yeah, it's true. Which shows you kind of how far the game's come, right? This deck that was like S tier for a while isn't even good enough to keep up with the other decks now. See, Defile would be very, very good here. even destroying the 2 sludges right now would only get rid of 1 thing. It is funny up to this day. Like, it's still such a meme. Just how poorly they nerfed that card. Because, man, I don't even know. What set did Patron actually come out in originally? How many years ago was that? Blackrock Depths. That was a very early expansion, I remember. 2015. So they probably nerfed the card in like 2016. So what, 8 years ago? Holy shit. 8 years ago. And I'm at 3 health. Yeah, I didn't even notice. But yeah, the card was nerfed 8 years ago and people still make those jokes. I probably don't survive here. Actually, yeah, I stay alive because the sludges will clear 1, clear Divine Shield, Spear Palm the other. That was not the card I was thinking it was. I thought that was fracking. Oh no. Oh, I still have enough mana for it. We're still in this. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the color of the card. I totally thought this was fracking. It's crazy to me that Blackrock Mountain and Patron Warrior was a thing 9 years ago, though.
Need a bit more spice over here.
Oh, see, I'm learning slowly but surely. Now, if I can just get Finley or Thaddius, it'd be great. I think I have to draw. Nothing else really keeps me in the game. Plague Eruption would be good here. Nope. Could still draw Plague Eruption.
Here for the tour?
That's true. It probably would have been the better. Because I basically... Tour Guide was 1 mana, draw 1. This was essentially look at 3 and draw 1. Oh, I didn't discard a card? Thought I had. Even then, I was probably dead. Yeah, I guess that's the unfortunate thing. The games where, you know, 1 or 2 of your key cards are just at... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just in the zone. Kept forgetting. Take Steam Cleaner out. I kind of want to keep Finley now after playing a couple. I'll leave it for a bit. If I have some more games where it doesn't seem worth it. Yeah. It's too bad he's even. Yeah, maybe just Steam Cleaner for Zola. Now that I've seen the deck in action, Steam Cleaner doesn't seem as important. So, yeah, I think I'll swap Steam Cleaner for Zola. Leave Finley in for now. Maybe take like Hellfire, 1 Hellfire out for Defile. Let's try that. There's just a lot of Paladins right now, and Hellfire kind of sucks against them. Like, yeah, it's good for a little bit more face damage. Let's see. But yeah, even Zola on their Sludge on Wheels Seems very good.
Magni!
Especially now that I've seen sometimes just having to play one of them to stay alive and being a little short on barrels of sludge. So there's probably nothing to Mortal Coil against the warrior. Just keep Finley. Play it turn 4 if I'm missing key pieces. Oh, Enrage Warrior.
Here for the tour?
Yeah, I'm not sure how popular those decks are right now to warrant the inclusion in the deck. It definitely seems like Zola's a much better card just overall. Okay, I don't know what this guy's playing now. Just tap, I guess.
Your tour ends here.
I might just trade here. Because if he hits it with the location, I can Mortal Coil it.
Ends here.
Armor! Armor! Lightly use armor.
Thank you. Just harp and tap. Yeah, see, next turn's another Finley. See if I get lucky again.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Yeah, this has to be a Highlander deck. Just even still, in Highlander Warrior, I'm surprised to see the auto amplifier. And, well, both of these cards. Do I want to play this into Finley? 7 damage here. Brings me to 18. Play a little safe. So just because I'm still not sure what he's playing or, you know, what he can do. He's got Talon, which is something.
Our gift of frost shields us. This is not what we stood for.
I do think audio amplifier is like a decent inclusion and say like a Renathal deck as like a one of. But in a 30 card Highlander deck, I'm surprised. Like I've played slower priest decks with one audio amplifier. I think a slower warrior deck at one point had one too. But priest especially, all the cards you're generating, the extra hand space makes a huge difference.
Let the pain speak to me.
Yeah, there's been a couple times since playing. I'm actually very surprised he can't just ping away the Divine Shield.
Rotten to the core.
I'm just gonna play cards, see what happens.
Simply lack perspective.
Sure.
Here for the tour?
There we go. Yeah, I don't want to kill it.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Come on, animations. I think I kill him here if I play. Maybe not. Play it. Oh, sludge into hellfire. We still might have this though. It's at 9 health. Even without spell power. And with 7 damage here. Oh, true. Yeah, some of the animations take a little bit. It's very much like get Thaddius out and just vomit all the cards out in the right order. Well, either he closed his phone in frustration or he doesn't have an answer. Guess we'll see. But yeah, going back to that legendary you mentioned, another reason I don't think it's actually super great is because I don't really think the lifesteal is that important. Because you're probably either just going to kill them or die. It's not great. 7 damage. I have a sludge on wheels still. Coin could be useful, actually. We have a chance, I think. Assuming he doesn't get a ton of armor gain right now. This is the 8 mana Astalor? Yeah. I killed the 5 already. Yeah, like it's definitely a cool card. The legendary. It definitely has its uses.
The end of my deck is nigh.
It's too bad the sludges are going to hit there. I want to prioritize getting as many sludges as possible. If I had 1 more mana, it'd be nice to Mortal Coil it for 1 more. Or do I just Spirit Bomb it and leave the sludge on wheels up? Yeah, Defile is such a good card. Oh, that's too bad. Don't gain a bunch of armor. Oh. Oh, first you're gonna hit that though. Actually, no, I can.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Such a perfect specimen.
I have 1 sludge left in the deck. Okay. least his health is so low. Even if he plays something with a bunch of health, the Barrel of Sludge will hit it. I could play the Arcanist and 2 Sludges next turn. Maybe even Mortal Coil something away. I have a chance. What you grabbing out that? Steam Cleaner? Steam Cleaner and just kill yourself?
Do you have this in a bigger size?
It's an interesting inclusion in ETC.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
I went here, right?
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Oh no, that. Or is it a 50-50? Isn't it a 50-50 to hit his face? Oh, here we go. Here we go. So close. That was so close. That's okay. Make mistakes, learn from them. I definitely did something wrong that game, probably. Also, that wasn't a Reno deck, I don't think. He played 2 Executes, I remember right.
Awakening the nightmare.
As much as I want this card, I want Thaddius and Slime and stuff more. Mulligan, keep that.
I see you've brought guests.
This is probably the Druid deck everyone's complaining about. Such a simple card, but just good.
We've created
Like, it's nothing crazy, but it's just solid. It's kind of bad because my hand's usually pretty full. Like, will I overdraw here? I go down to 7, draw 2, go to 9. Yeah, I will. It's awkward.
You cannot crack my carapace. You cannot
That's
crack
annoying.
my carapace.
Hit this. Oh, see, I want to get this other sludge. I'll do this first. And fracking. Yeah, part of me regrets not buying that skin. I think it's by far the coolest skin they've ever released. And all the other legendary skins, they just, I don't know, they don't look great to me, but that one is really cool. Some overdraw. That's actually kind of good for me if the next minion I play is the slime with Thaddius. Or not. I just don't have enough cards I can play. See, like I want to tap, but then I'll overdraw. Yeah, I'm sure they'll bring it back at some point, but yeah, it's really neat.
I do say, I seem to have lost the surface.
I think it's the first time I've seen this card played. It's too bad he got rid of the one that was in his hand. If I had Thaddius in my hand. Or Finley would be good. Fracking, I guess. Oh. Just play, get stuff out of my hand. I'm gonna run out of time here.
Here for the door. The arcane surge within me.
Too many things going on at once. Although he might not have a way to deal with the Thaddius. I forget if I think Solar Eclipse is in the core set right now, right? So it's kind of up in the air. Yeah, it looks like it's in the core set right now. Yeah, so it might stay.
The virtue of the wine. I bestow these gifts upon
This madness. At least I got 2 of these.
the beauty of nature.
Yeah, I honestly think, because obviously the next set, you know, we have the new set, rotation, and the core set changes. I think the core set changes are the most interesting thing to me. I think it's cool. It's something, you know, they bring back old cards and. Oh, I didn't think about not having the discount right now. So you kill you. What? He didn't use either to restore health. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, because I can't. Oh. I don't think I can do anything here.
Pure arcane power.
Just hold, I guess.
My hand
If Thaddius dies here, nothing I can do, but. Okay. There's just too much stuff on the board, and I can buff this up further, but then it'll kill my Thaddius too. Yeah, the card, I forget what it's called. The 4-mana one that puts a copy on the board hand, and your deck. It's just insane.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
This is not what we stood for.
See, we didn't have so much stuff on the board. Just too many things absorbing sludges. It's funny because when that card was first revealed, I feel like all the comments I got, or all the comments I saw, were people complaining about Priest using it and just getting more like Amothons, and then meanwhile ends up being Druid that abuses it.
Nazarth versus Gul'dan.
And it's funny because I don't think I've seen a single Priest, maybe one since the mini set came out. I think a mirror match would be interesting. Okay. If I get one of the 1-mana ways to kill this, I can do it on turn 5. Yeah, I think I said it on Tuesday how Druid is just busted constantly. And then they'll get stuff nerfed, and then they'll find something else to abuse. Yeah, for sure, ramp is a huge part of it. I don't even think that new ramp card they got is good, although he did play it that last game, so maybe it's better than I think. Do I tap here? I don't think so. Too many cards in hand. It's a good target. See, this is the other version of the deck I've heard about. It's more like aggro based. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about solar eclipsing it. Because I know a lot of people have been using solar eclipse on due process lately. People are getting annoyed with that. Guess now I can afford to tap. I always love when you play a card and people just, you see them hover over it multiple times. Does Thaddius shift? So if it popped right now, it would be odd, and then it shifts at the beginning of turns, right? So it's shift to even on my turn? I always forget if it shifts at the end of the turn or the start of your turn. I think it's start.
Is upon us.
I guess we'll find out. Or not. Alright. Let's see if my brain can uncross all the wires.
You here for the tour?
Free up hand space. A draw spell would be great. Okay, that's actually not a lot of damage.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Specimen.
Gifts of the
Let me throw
arcane
this out in
surge
Finley.
within me.
I do say, I seem to have lost the surface.
Get some draws. Okay, that's good. I don't know if I had that or not. I was gonna Mortal Coil. I think I had it. I was gonna Mortal Coil that guy. I get a Sludge in hand in the bottom of the deck. Play the one in hand and fracking for the other one. I didn't? Alright, it's okay. I am too, apparently.
Scarlet.
Let the light begin.
See, again, the Finley was useful there. It was like a last-ditch effort to draw a few cards. I'll keep that.
You here for the tour?
Slime is good. Second slime, not so good. Yeah, I think I would have ran out of time, like during the fracking animation or something. I think he had like 9 health.
Citadel stands strong.
He needed 2 more sludges for sure. Mine were dealing 8 at the time, I think.
Your tour ends here.
But yeah, Thaddius changes polarity at the beginning of your turn, right?
The more you struggle, the better.
Okay. So I guess that's especially important to try and trigger the slime on your turn then, because if they pop it on theirs, it'll be odd and swap to even on your turn. I have one of these already. I don't think I need a second one. Thaddius top deck? Be great right now.
You nautic mandible!
It's funny, I haven't played Rainbow Death Knight in a bit, but the deck was pretty fun. I know a lot of people nowadays, I think are playing like a Plague version of it. The version I played before was full in on like the corpse spending and generation to try and buff up the 10 mana spell. It's too bad. Fracking? it sucks losing Zola, but
My hand is full.
I can slime next turn. All right. Next turn's the turn.
You now take mandible.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember I don't know, in the summer or something when a control warlock deck was super popular, and I really had to be aware of my first few draws because if I played Scourge Supplies on 3, it would just overdraw. So there was a ton of turns I just couldn't tap turn 2, as much as just your instinct tells you to. I don't think it matters. I think I play this now.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Oh, I should have. Oh, it's okay. Saved.
As you say,
Yep. Get 3 barrels off Finley. So funny. I'm not really used to quick games. I'm so used to playing like slower control value decks where my games are lasting 10-15 minutes or more. It feels weird going through games so quick. Because win or lose, you're either gonna win on turn 5, 6, 7 or lose around that time.
Nezoth versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
All eyes shall be.
I wonder if this card's played in Wild at all. This seems like a really solid card because I know Discard Warlock is pretty strong there. Just full mulligan for the slime. Yeah, essentially, like you said, essentially, you're either winning or losing on turn 5, 6, 7. Okay, I haven't seen that in a while. Undead Priest. Defile could be great here in this matchup. Kind of nice if you have Thaddius in hand. Talon will draw the slime. It's funny, I don't actually have the quest crafted for Warlock, the wild like self-damage one. I've almost crafted it so many times. I thought this had to be born.
Their legacy will be reduced to ashes.
First time I've ever seen this card played. That stops that though, right? I don't think Defile is good yet. Because he'll do 1, 2... He only triggered twice. And this is gonna trigger and buff things twice. Turn 5. I'll probably slime, coin, kill it. So let's tap. Maybe Defile next turn. But yeah, that Quest Warlock
Close enough.
It's very much like the epitome of kind of decks I like to play, right? Where you're just grinding people out until you have no cards left in your deck, and you keep grinding them out as your fatigue damage kills them. So I like the idea of it a lot. Let's defile and see what happens. This prevents 2 of these, so it'll actually heal me 4. Okay. I think I'm in a really good spot now. Leave something on the board for my train guy to hit. Was this add a shadow spell to your hand? Yeah.
There is no light, only power.
Wow, what a slow turn. Alright. Discard that, I guess.
You here for the tour?
No, that's like... I should play that first. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh, even without the spell damage. Got him. Had a lot more damage too if I had more time. And he's full health, right? He was 30 health there, I think. I just can't even talk while I'm doing that.
Nazarth versus Nazarth.
Your mind. All eyes shall be opened.
Tempted to keep this because it draws the slime. Yeah, the reason I held the reason I didn't Spirit Bomb one of those guys earlier is I was hoping to draw one of these Plague Eruptions. Because the Spirit Bomb would only get me 2 sludges, and this thing would get me 2 sludges. So I guess I was being a little greedy. In hindsight now, I had more than enough damage to kill him. So I should have just Spirit Bombed it and played faster.
And now the premiere act. Me.
Oh yeah, because the one had 4 health. So the goal here, I guess, tail it on 5. Slime and kill it on 6. Stay alive until then. The bad thing is he's pushing quite a bit of damage.
You here for the tour?
And if I tap too much... Yep. It's the same as it hitting me, but can't hit me any other turns. Just draw, I guess? Because this doesn't trade in anything. I could fracking to try and draw some kind of answer, but...
The veil waves.
It's tough. Just draw, I guess. Play this guy. Hopefully don't die. Okay, now I probably just die. Only need one at least. I'm just dead, right? Man, these are so good. He coined 1 out on 2. So essentially turn 1 got a 3/3, turn 2 got a 4/4. But yeah, this is the other version of the deck people are playing, I guess. Feels like such like a mishmash of cards. Like it has some of the sludge deck, or sorry, sludge cards, has some fatigue cards. But I'm getting the hang of the deck.
Zoth versus Uther.
Your judgment begins.
I am 6 and 6, so 50% so far. Last game was just the aggro warlock doing a ton of damage to me. Basically, those 2/2-drop imps having one coined out and then playing the other one on turn 2 is basically 7 damage on turn 2 right away. If you play something annoying, could Fell Spirit Bomb it. I don't think that's worth it. Just Scourge Supplies. They're all good cards right now, but that's the least important. But yeah, I've heard that apparently that Warlock deck is pretty popular right now. And it's such like a mishmash of cards. It's like some Sludge cards, some Fatigue cards. So this clears the board. And then turn 5 I tail in. Turn 6 slime and then kill it. See, it's so weird. Some of those cards that do damage in succession, you'll do the first wave, Death Rattles will trigger, and then it'll do the second wave. Like that Warrior card. Although I guess it specifically states it does it over and over, but I thought it would do 2 damage, the Death Rattle would trigger and it would kill these 2. Yeah, I'm not really into aggro decks, so I don't see myself ever really playing that version of it. Oh, thank God. I forgot those were dying at the end of turn.
This is not what we
If that 4/1 didn't die, I was really worried about this game. I still could just die here to Paladin being Paladin. Stealth and Rush? Yeah. Yeah, it's always so satisfying playing Defile into aggro decks. Okay. Now we go crazy. See what I draw off the top. That is very good, actually.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me. Gifts of the arcane
Kind of annoying
surge within me.
when the sludge is going to hit that guy. Think this kills him? Oh yeah, more than enough. Got a little worried there because I was running out of draw, but those Mortal Coil top decks are great. Yes, I didn't even realize that, the stealth rush. Yeah, there's so many cards I almost... Like, if there's a way to have 35 cards versus, say, 40 with Renathal, I would definitely want like a second to file. ETC would probably be easier to fit in at that point. So tap on 2, Scourge Supplies on 3. Haven't seen Plague Death Knight in a while. Of course, I just top deck it. 1 out of 26 cards. Would have been really annoying if that was a Frost Plague in the top deck. Do I just play this and trade? Don't think there's an easy way to deal with that. Could Plague Strike it. Still gets me 2 triggers of it though, which I'm fine with. Now that I'm kind of learning like how much reach this deck has, I'm feeling a little more comfortable making decisions like this.
The citadel stands
Okay,
strong.
no answer. Oh, I was hoping I could discard that. It's interesting that tail isn't an option. I could hit then fracking. Yeah, there's space because a few games now I've just blown people out and had way more damage than I needed. So, like, if I got 2 triggers off that, I think I'd be fine with that. I'm getting 3 now, which is even better.
Job done.
Gonna overdraw 1. Even though I burned the one in my hand, it goes in my deck still, right? Yeah.
This is not
Just
what
tailing.
was stood for.
Get slime. Play slime. Win. There's definitely a lot of decision making in that way, though.
Our gift of the
Like,
arcane
do you want to play some of the sludges just on their own and use this guy just kind of mid-game? Because I think I'll still have enough to kill him. That is true. That is always an awful feeling. Or I had to, like that, actually, maybe I don't win. Oh no.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me. Perfect specimen. Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Oh, I still win. Yeah, see, I didn't realize the 3 would kill him. I thought I needed a little more. I was hoping to draw a Hellfire or something. Oh yeah, I'll try that. But see, there's a good example, right? I played the one Sludge on Wheels. I got 3 triggers off it. I only got 5 sludges though, not 6. And then I burned the other one, and I still managed to win. So what did you have in here? Steam cleaner? Although I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, that spell. Oh, I see. Then this will resurrect it as at odd too, right? It always feels good to win those games though, where it's like down to the wire and doesn't really seem like you're gonna do it. I'll do a couple more and then check out the Tavern Brawl this week. Okay. I don't know how I did not know that until today. For some reason I thought that regardless of where it was, that I still kept switching every turn.
The sleeping city shall awaken.
Okay. So the dream is Talon on 5. This and kill it on 6. Coin out the Scourge supplies maybe, because I don't really need the coin. It's just going to take up space. Oh, it's this deck again. Yeah, I'll do that. These are essentially accomplishing the same thing. This just doesn't damage his face. But do I really need it? If I have double Arcanist?
The veil wanes.
Guess we'll see. Unless I'm drawing really bad or don't have a lot of sludges, I don't necessarily need Hellfire to finish them off. Especially it's a Warlock, right? So if he's tapping, even with these, he's just doing my job for me. So play this now, leaves a 4-1 up. Next turn play this and trade into it. I could Spirit Bomb that and tap. No, I'll do the original plan. Play this next turn and trade into it. Also have the option to Spirit Bomb whatever else he plays. Unless he plays the 4 mana 7/7 here. Oh, see? Just helping me. I did not even know this card existed. think I'm in a pretty good spot. Okay. I think he knew. Oh, did he not even attack there? It's okay. I think I had that. Next turn I would have Talon, Slime, and popped off the next turn. I was still at 20 something health.
The Lich King.
None shall escape my wrath.
All eyes shall be opened.
Hard mulligan for school teacher or skirt supplies. It's funny, I remember when this card first came out, it was 2 mana. And I wanted to like it so bad. But at 1 mana, it's much, much better.
I see you've brought guests.
So far, Zola's been really, really good. Like getting the double Arcanist off, and each of those, the sludges doing 8 damage. Scourge supply next turn.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Okay. So if I discard, I go down to 7, draw 2, go up to 9, right? Yeah.
You here for the tour?
Don't want to overdraw. This is a rough spot. Probably have to play one of these next turn. Free up some space. Hopefully he'll play some stuff. But yeah, I might end up playing both of these. Actually, oh no, I kind of tapped first, so my hand was full. I think I'll just tap the file. Yeah, see, I wish I could have triggered those before. Don't know what I want to grab off ETC in this matchup.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
That feels good.
At least it's something I can play, but we just play this, get something on the board. I could overdraw. Play this trade into fracking. Yeah, I think I have a magnet for them. Either play this, leave a 4-1. I don't have a lot of ways to generate sludges after that, though. See what we get. Oh. Get rid of one of the plagues. Okay, now I just top deck Thaddius and win. Easy game.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Oh, I have to draw all 3 plagues first and then top deck Thaddius. Actually, no, if he's smart, he'll trade. Yeah, I'm going to overdraw. No, sorry, I was just joking. Don't top deck Thaddius. Top deck a plague. I want one of the plagues now. It's not the end of the world. I still have a really awkward hand. I need to both free up hand space and clear his boards and I'll die. It's not looking good. It's not impossible, but it's not looking good. Yeah, that's true. I haven't had to Zolo it yet, but that will get me way more damage than an extra Arcanist will.
Pick me! Pick me! That feels good!
Oh, man.
Here for the door?
Ooh, the Mortal Coil's good.
That feels good!
I guess the Hellfire, because I want to play the Mortal Coil right now. Okay. Next turn we pop off. So I'll have enough mana to play both the slime and ETC, but not to play what I pick from it. I wonder if there's any low cost, like 3 mana or 1 mana things that could go in ETC. So you'd be able to play them right when you have Thaddius out. Yeah, I don't know why. I was never really thinking of using the Zolo and the Sludge. I guess it's also dependent on maybe them having things on board too to trade into. Get this thing out of the way.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
See what we draw. I just die to the plagues right now, I swear. Oh no. How can I get rid of this stuff? I have no more AoE. I don't think I can win this. I have no more AoE. I guess just fill the board. Hope he doesn't clear it. Smack him and kill him next turn. I had to discard Hellfire earlier. I think when I discarded off of Scourge supplies. I didn't realize I'd used both Plague Eruptions as well. We could just win this still off of minis attacking. Also, I can grab Chaos Creation off ETC. That's 6 more damage face. Do I? 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 50% chance. Oh, if I don't draw a Plague, I possibly win. Actually, this thing does 8 damage right now with the Arcanist on. Oh shit, that's actually good for me. It's diluting his plagues. Or wait, no, it's not shuffling the deck. So still 50-50. Oh, Chaos Creation's insane now, though. My deck list is getting so small.
Feel the gift of the sun.
No. Oh, I'm dead, right? I can't play anything. Damn. That was so close, going one way or the other. Because the sludges deal, what, 4 by default? 4 times 6, 24 damage. Plus 8 from Chaos Creation. Yeah, that was too bad. That was down to the wire. He got that Defile off of the Sunwell, too. That was a game I don't feel bad about losing, though. Part of it came down to decisions I made.
Will serve me in death.
All eyes shall be opened.
Here for the door.
Do you mean if I didn't die there? Or do you mean before that? Like the turn before that?
Your tour ends here.
Oh, okay. So tail on 5, slime on 6. I'm gonna miss Talon. Just such a simple, good, solid card. I've used it in so many decks here and there.
Lightboard is killing it.
It's pretty good. Is there any reason not to tap here? Actually, Frost has that one spell that makes your opponent draw 2 cards too, right? Just hold, I guess. On the rare chance he actually has that.
The more you struggle, the better.
It's looking pretty good here, though. I can maybe save that 0 mana tap for the Thaddius turn.
Candle much lighter.
Alright, it's looking good for us.
This is not what we stood for.
Next turn, Slime, Spirit Bomb, and go off.
You now take
Plagues are my favorite. I do think it is funny how they released a Highlander set while Plague Death Knight is a thing. Yeah, I think it's better to just save it for the turn I have Thaddius. Because it's an extra free draw if I run out of gas. Let's see if I can top deck the Plague. Oh, that, that would be a nightmare to top deck the Frost Plague. Okay. I have a shit ton of these.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Play these. I think he's dead because I can't play this. It's good. I'm getting the combos off faster. I actually know kind of... yeah, it's definitely... From when I started playing this deck to now, it's like a million times different. I felt like my brain was like locking up the first hour playing this deck. And now I can kind of do the combo without thinking about it. We are 10 and 7 with the deck right now. 59%. Not bad considering the first few games was really spent learning. It's full mulligan. For sure. When I go back and watch this, the first couple games, first few games, just gonna cringe at. It is like, I am very surprised I'm not seeing this deck more, considering how successful I've been with it. Like you said, it definitely is in part because it's a little tougher to play, as evidenced by the first hour I played it. But, like, I'm at Diamond 4 currently. I am climbing slowly with it. Scourge Supplies is not a good draw because I have too many cards in hand. I could coin Scourge Supplies just to free up the hand space. Okay, I have one of these already. Fine getting rid of the other one. It's like a blast from the past here. Playing against what I was playing on Tuesday. So I have a way to kill my own slime already. It's not what I want. That's what I want. Might just burn Defile next turn. It's my first time playing this against an armor or a warrior with like a decent amount of armor though, so we'll see how that goes. Yep, just burn Defile. Pass. Let's see what happens.
No matter the danger, I'll always choose a good discovery.
I think, because of the armor. That's good. Do I Hellfire before or after? That's 2 extra damage. But I have to play this to get all this damage first.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
I have a free tap too. Almost missed that. Oh. That was pretty good. I had a bit more damage too. Another one of these in hand. I think he was at 40 something health there. There, Diamond 3 now. Yeah, I did a lot better with this deck than I thought. I thought, for some reason, I just assumed it was kind of like a gimmick deck. But I went from Diamond 5 to... I lost a little bit early on while I learned it. And then I'm up to Diamond 3. 11 and 7, 61%. Yeah, that surprised me. I don't even know what the Tavern Brawl is. Random death rattles. What do I need to play or do? Mage, Rogue, or Shaman? I don't really ever play Shaman, so... There's a couple classes I pretty much exclusively get their wins from, like, Tavern Brawl. Like Shaman, Hunter, what's the other one? Demon Hunter. Keep this, I guess. Could get discounted. But yeah, wow. I'm blown away by that Warlock deck. I really did not think I would do as well as I did with it. Yeah, I think Hunter's my least played class, and 99% of the wins are from like Arena or Tavern Brawls. My most played classes, Warrior, Warlock, Rogue, Priest. I think those 4. I think those are the only 4 I have golden portraits for. I'm kind of close on Druid, I think.
The identity mine is mine.
It's a good one to get. These are the kind of Tavern Brawls I'll play for my pack and maybe a couple more, but other than that, it's just a total RNG fest. Taunt Totem? I want him to trade into this for the 2/2. But there's some Tavern Brawls that I keep playing throughout the week that they're actually enjoyable. Do you mean in your deck you have 2 Hellfires and 1 Arcanist versus my 2 Arcanists, 1 Hellfire? Okay. I could see going both ways. The Hellfire is extra face damage and extra sludges. The Arcanist is essentially extra face damage. I don't know. If you were to think about both directions, the amount of damage you'd gain off the Arcanist or the amount of damage you'd gain off the Hellfire, they're probably pretty comparable. They're just different situations. Oh, what happened there? Oh. Free taunt for my opponent. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of tweaking that can be done in that Warlock deck, or just a lot of it that comes down to personal preference. Like a couple cards in the deck that can be swapped around. Like Zola, 100% sold on. That was definitely a good swap for the Steam Cleaner. That probably does nothing. Maybe. The value trader in me wants to do this. Am I going to regret it? I regret it. Play the taunt, I guess. Keep this alive, maybe. What is going on here? Both of these. I got that death rattle that gives them a 0-3.
You can't stop the music.
I've really thought about crafting this just for fun. I've had some games before where people have played that card and it goes back and forth for forever and just gets super big. It's just fun. Yeah, I was going to say if there's any card I would cut based on my experience, I wasn't really sold on ETC. I didn't really have any opportunity where it felt like a good play or the best play. But I can see it being useful for sure, depending, like I said, kind of how you play the deck and your preferences. Let's see what I get here.
My heart is pumping.
Okay, that's good. Ooh, that's a good death rattle too. I got rid of his death rattle. That does nothing. Play the taunt. Oh. Yeah, for a second too, I saw the 8/8 on the board and my eyes bugged out of my head a bit. But the death rattle's still great. Ooh, it's good, but not amazing against this board. This guy better not bitch out and discard this somehow. If I play this, do they get any death rattles? I don't know. Which one's this again? Oh, it does nothing. Yeah, I think it's only if you play them from your hand. Since this is summoning a copy versus playing a copy. I always forget this got buffed. Just kill the 5/3. Give me a good death rattle. It's not bad. I got this to heal a bunch if needed. But yeah, I've really thought about crafting ETC and just adding it into some decks for fun. And trying to get a win off the pick going off. The problem is a lot of people concede before it gets to that point. They don't let it kill them. Oh, that's a good one for me. I hope it does. We're at 16 now. So if I tap, this goes down to 2, 2, 4, 7. I think I trade first. Hope this death rattle kills the 1/1. lucky. Ooh, that's good. 3 cheap death rattles. This heals me 2. I think this heals your opponent for 5, I think. That's fine. My hand kind of sucked anyways. Although he should have traded here first. Because then I would have got rid of the 3 recruits. And either I got this card again, or there's multiple in my deck. Oh, I didn't even think about the pick. See? What a bitch move. I almost wish it just stayed in your hand regardless. Like there's no way to get rid of it. Yeah. That's too bad. I think it stays the same damage in the deck though, or it should. So if he ever draws it again, we'll keep going. What are the chances of me getting a dragon or a murloc?
Reporting for duty.
Murloc's probably not bad with shaman. Wait, what was that? Oh, nice.
Reporting for duty.
That's also very good.
For duty.
I don't want to devolve here because this guy's death rattle just heals me. Yeah, that's such a buzzkill with the pick. That's what discourages me from crafting and playing the card. Is people don't honor the duel.
I supply only the finest creatures.
I don't think I've ever seen this card actually played and used. Well, actually, it could screw him over because if he top decks the pick, he's so low on cards, he's not going to have a way to play it. And it's just going to trigger and kill him, hopefully. I mean, I have all these cards that rely on these different tribes. Dragon, Murloc, Elemental. Now I think it's worth devolving. What was... Oh yeah, this one got that one, which doesn't matter. Trade here first. Oh, I forgot I had that death rattle. I should have played stuff. Are you kidding me? Oh. It's funny how these death rattles can swing so hard one way or the other. But yeah, at this point, if he draws the... yeah, at this point, if he draws the pick, he's probably not going to be able to clear his hand and play it. I think he was at 20 damage or something.
Who's hiding now?
So maybe that's the hope. Get him low. Lead from the top deck the... Summon a taunt from your deck. Deal 1 no minions. Yeah, I think it was at 18 or 20 damage. It would be funny if that's it right now. Ooh, that's a good one. Anything that just gets you more cards to play for more death rattles. Let's do this. If I just keep playing minions, this is gonna get worse and worse. I'm at 25 health. Yeah, no death rattles. Okay, no taunt minions in the deck. I think I'm just gonna go face here because as soon as he draws the pick, that's weird. It showed it to me. Did it reset to 8 damage? I guess we'll find out. It said 8, but oh, that's too bad. It reset when I went back in his deck.
I must remain hidden to remain free.
So I'm at 2/2 Treant. Oh, charge, not even rush. Ooh, and an 8/8 with a rush. I have to win this game after he both shuffled it into his deck and it got reset. Yeah, I'm in a good spot now. Pretty safe to play this now. He's just top decking, so it doesn't really matter. I forget what this death rattle even is at this point. Oh yeah.
Share the wealth.
Let's go face and everything. Don't really see how I lose this. That's what he gets. You disrespect the rock duel. You lose.
Heads up, drink sliding your way.
Never seen this card played, but it's a pretty cool effect. It's always a little awkward when outcast cards get stuck in your hand, in the middle of your hand. But see, he lost anyways. He should have just let the pick kill him like a man.
Turn up the heat.
Charitable.
Explore Oldua. See the Titan's glory.
That was an interesting game. I'll play one more. Even though I got my pack. Oh, what is going on here? Let's go Hunter now. I've never played it. Actually, yeah, you can. I guess you can see based on level, right? Yeah, Hunter's at 52. Hunter and Demon Hunter, the only ones I don't have at 60. And Death Knight, I guess, but it's the newest one. And it's higher than Demon Hunter. And Hunter, which has been out since the game came out. Yeah, see? That guy could have saved us both a few minutes. Just letting the pick kill him.
Tavish versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
You got any loot on you?
Oh, wow. When did you start playing? Out of curiosity. This was such an interesting concept also. It just never really went anywhere. I never saw this card played. Oh, wow. It's kind of funny. I always just assume that most of the people playing this game have been playing it for a long time. I'm very curious how many new players they still consistently bring into the game. Actually, I just realized he got that death rattle too. That's good. More bodies. What did this guy get? Do you or have you played any other card games at all? Whether like physical or digital? Okay. I've played Magic. Like I do play Magic, both digitally and physically here and there. I've also played Legends of Runeterra a bit, which is like the League of Legends card game, which is surprisingly decent. Does nothing. It's okay. Oh, nice. I have a bunch of board games myself. The problem is always finding the time and people being free to play them.
You will not come closer.
Especially everyone with kids now, and it's hard to find the time to get everyone together. What did this get? 6/6. Oh, this guy's getting crazy death rattles. I know one board game I've always wanted to try, kind of speaking of Hearthstone, I guess, is Dominion. It's like a game where you kind of like build a deck of cards as you play. I've never played it, but I've heard good things about it. This guy's death rattles are nuts.
In the light's name.
Oh, see, I could have killed that almost. Yeah, Hunter. When Hunter's strong, I think it's so annoying to play against. Like when Spell Hunter, the quest Spell Hunter was not very fun. I just dead here? How many damage? I just can't attack. 17 damage. Okay, that helps. Yeah, some of these Tavern Brawl games can be so hit or miss. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never played it. I know of it, and it's something I've always considered buying. Kill this.
Sweet treats for shrunken heads.
Of course. What are your favorite board games? If you had to pick one or two. Have I had any beast die? Well,
Let the dark in.
I own Seven Wonders. I haven't played it in a couple couple of years, I don't think. But I really enjoyed it. It reminded me a lot of like Civilization, the video game. Almost like a board game version of it. Gloomhaven I haven't played. I think the high cost always kept me away from buying it. Especially I'm in Canada, and I think, I don't know, I think it's like $200-300 here.
I alone will shield my people.
You got any loot on you?
I have never seen this card in my life. Yeah, like, let me look. If I wanted to buy Gloomhaven right now. Oh, it's not. I wonder if it went down in price. I remember it being more. I could see it at one of the stores I usually buy from, 180 bucks. It's like 200 bucks with tax. I thought it was like 250 or maybe a little more. I know there was a point a couple years ago where it was really high in demand. Maybe they were pricing it higher at the time.
Get these relics to the hold.
Ooh, random Lich King card. For sure, especially considering most of the games I own are like $50. So that's 4 games there, essentially. Yeah. Me and my friends have liked Pandemic a lot. I've always thought of buying, what's it called, like Pandemic Season 1 or Season 2, where it's one of those games you play once, essentially. Always seemed like an interesting concept. Ooh, that's potentially really good.
Hey, goons! Over here!
Like that. Oh, really? I like that it's different in the sense that I think it's the only cooperative game I've ever played. So it's a nice change of pace, playing kind of with your friends versus against them. I have one friend, it took a little while for them to get that through their head. They kept kind of like not wanting to like share their cards with us and kind of work together. I can see that for sure, though. I have some friends who are very competitive by nature, and that I don't see them enjoying it nearly as much.
Come, midnight.
I miss this card.
There they are!
When this card was meta, I thought that was such a fun deck. Another game I've heard good things about, but I haven't had a chance to buy or play, is Terraforming Mars. Heard a lot of good things about that. Yeah, Ravenous Kraken, the discount Carnivorous Cube. Exactly.
Hiding now!
That one's a little pricier, but nothing crazy. I think it's like 80 bucks. Yeah, 75 Canadian. It's not bad. That is a very bad board to play that into. Trade here so you can't kill it. Yeah, they add up quick. Especially at $50 a pop.
I raise, you fold.
It's kind of funny when I talk to some people who don't really know about board games and they hear how expensive they are, because I feel like in their head they think of like Monopoly and you know, and it's like, oh, it's whatever, $10-20 for a game, let alone 200 on Gloomhaven. What was this guy's death rattle again? Oh, the board of 1/1s. I probably won't have any other beasts to play this on. I liked these prime legendaries a lot when they were in standard, where they had the death rattle that shuffled the stronger version of the deck. I think pretty much all of them saw play, which is pretty rare. I feel like there's a lot of times they introduce some new cycle of cards in the game, and you know, only some of them. Yeah, they were. I'll have to look them up. Let me see. I don't believe there was a single one that like didn't see play. Like, the mage one was 100% played. The hunter one wasn't as common, it was played. Warrior was 100% played. It was great in control decks. Shaman one was played. You could do some degenerate stuff with it. Paladin one wasn't as popular, but was played. Same with the Warlock one. Priest one was played in like all priest decks. Actually, if I had to pick one that wasn't really played, I guess it would be the Rogue one, because the Druid one was played too. So, yeah, I would say the Rogue one was the only one that wasn't actually really played. All the rest of them were all played, which is pretty rare, I think, when they, you know, introduce a concept like this, where every class gets like a similar mechanic or a similar kind of minion. So they did a really good job balancing them. None of them felt like oppressive. What does this do again? Oh, lifesteal. That is a consideration as well, right? That, and that was kind of my point before with, say, older Hearthstone, how when there's less discover effects and stuff, you kind of knew what options and what resources your opponent had, and you kind of played around them accordingly. Now there's so much random card generation in the game, you can't do that. But I'll always miss like control matchups back in the day, that you had a finite amount of removal and resources, and you kind of had to be smart about it and know when to play them. But that way of thinking and playing doesn't exist in the current game anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, for sure. I've seen that too. As 100% one of the reasons he kind of fell off and lost interest in the game. Because obviously, skill is a part of the game. I'm not denying that. But more and more, they've pushed RNG elements. And I understand it. You know, it creates more flashy gameplay or more clips for YouTube. But yeah, part of me will always miss that old Hearthstone way of playing. But yeah, see, I mentioned earlier, right? When they do the core set refresh every year, that it's super interesting because there's a chance they could bring all these back. And I don't know if any of them would see play now, but they could theoretically buff them. There has been times they've brought cards back for the core set and, you know, buffed or changed them slightly. So yeah, I think it's cool they brought these back. I always thought it'd be cool if they brought like Cthulhu or, especially now that they buffed the Cthulhu cards. If they brought Cthulhu back with this core set, that'd be pretty cool. I guess on your point, the Old Gods is another example. I don't even know what's happening right now. The Old Gods are another example of cards where they introduced like a set of cards and they were all played. You know, I don't even know what happened there. But like Cthulhu, N'Zoth, Ysera, no, Yasiraj, and Yogg. There's only 4 of them, right? They were all played in one way or another. I'll go one more. But like, what's currently in the core set right now?
Tavish versus Jaina.
Peace is not
Like, some of the cards they bring
always
back
the
are just
answer.
pointless.
Any loot on you?
Like I mentioned the other day, Dr. Boom is in the core set. I've never seen it once. Ragnaros doesn't really see any play. You only ever see it from like the Warrior Legendary Treasure. Oh, did it? I'll see that when I go back and watch the video. I just know things were dying, animations were going on for so long, I didn't even notice my health.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to trigger first. But yeah, I think the next expansion at this point is only a month or 2 away. So that'll be a big one. So I guess if you started playing less than a year ago, have you been through a rotation yet? Oh, okay. So yeah, you're in for a treat then. I really think it's like the best time to play the game because it's what changes up the meta the most between the 3 old sets rotating out. The core set changes. It really shakes up the meta.
Magic detected.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it'll be a good time for you. It's always a big thing to keep in mind too, is like when it gets to this point, is to be careful crafting any cards that might be rotating out soon. Like there's the Warrior Legendary, the 3 mana 3/4 taunt that plays the last spell your opponent played. I've almost crafted that so many times recently, but I specifically didn't because it's rotating out in just a month or 2.
Not you.
But yeah, and then every year too, typically when they do the core set changes, they kind of have like a theme for it. Like this year, they brought back all of the I forget the name, but they brought back like Reno and Bran and those cards. Although they rotated Bran out early because it was causing such a ruckus. Yeah, and that's one thing too, is during the rotation there's like a huge drop in power because so many cards are rotating out. So the game slows down a bit. A lot of the decks that were a thing just don't work anymore. So it gives a lot more room for like new decks to crop up and new play styles. Does this only give me legit death rattles? I don't think these are death rattles, right? Yeah. Yeah, what was the first set of this year?
Me hungry.
March of the Lich King? When did that come out? Oh, was Festival the... Oh, yeah. Like, when did that come out? So that'll give you a rough idea of when the next one comes out. April 11th. Okay, so we have a little more time than I thought. They'll probably announce it like late February or something.
Begin the torture!
Great getting along.
That is true too. A lot of the first week or so, aggro decks just run rampant because people are trying to experiment with new decks. Usually trying to experiment with like slower decks. So aggro decks just take advantage of that.
What do you want?
I have never seen this card either. So funny how many cards have been in the game that just never see play. And like, what set is this even from? Looks like Witchwood. Yeah, Witchwood. Never seen it. Oh, for a second I was like, why can I not play this card? I haven't had any legit Death Rattle minion die. I'll save these to play on 10, I guess. I forgot what Death Rattle this got. Scrapyard Colossus. That's the 7/7 taunt, right? Yep. Yeah, if you would have told me this was a custom card, I would have believed you. There's an epic too. I'd be upset opening that epic in my packs. Oh, I gotta move this secret overlay. It's so big when you're playing with wild. Can I make it smaller? Apparently not. If I can... Nope. That's annoying. Ooh, that's good for this. I can't even see what's going on here. Actually, let's just move it over here. There we go. So what did it get? If you've cast any spells on this minion, resummon it. If I was to shoot this with this, would it resummon it? Nice. Yeah, it's weird how that happens. Like basically, like say with Magic, right? Magic's kind of version of Arena is called drafting, and the whole reason the card rarities are a thing is like to limit the amount of strong cards you get during a draft, or like Arena. So yeah, for them to have really garbage epic cards, it's very random. What do you get here? Random in your hand 2/2. It's weird. I feel like sometimes this tells me what the death rattle, what minion it's copying. Sometimes it doesn't. Do I have an 8-cost minion in the deck? Interesting.
Tower before me, far thrown for the sea. You'll never get the demon seed. Your treasure for your life.
Yeah, see here, it says copy Death Rattle from Silver Vanguard. Here it says copy Death Rattle from another card. This one says Bovine Skeleton. I can see that. There's definitely some decisions they make for the game that I don't necessarily agree with, but you can tell it's like to help new players or make the game more simple. But yeah, I don't know why. I thought maybe if the name is too long, it doesn't fit, but Bovine Skeleton made a coach under the line. This is such a, I think this is such a good card, but just never sees play because Demon Hunter just doesn't play this style of deck. It's funny. I remember this card being busted at one point, and I'm trying to remember why. I think it was either Druid or Warlock played this and got some combo off of it. Yeah, if they lean into more of like a slower Demon Hunter deck, yeah, this card, I really like it. Ooh, that helps. Although I might be just dead here. Actually, no, I get a taunt off this. Play this for another taunt. One dies. I think I'm just dead. Trades here. 14. Yeah, I'm dead. Am I still dead? Yeah, I am. Okay. Thought maybe he was gonna goof and I wouldn't die. Okay. Well, it was fun. I know I said it earlier, but I'm really blown away by how well I did with that Warlock deck. I'll probably end up playing it some more. I'll be back on Sunday, so maybe we'll play some more Warlock, play some more Warrior. I'll think of something else. But yeah, no, thanks for the suggestion. Like I said, I don't know. I was expecting it to just kind of be janky and not actually win games, so it really surprised me. And then once I got used to it, especially, it was really good. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion. If there's anything else you ever want to see me play, go ahead, throw it out there. But other than that, hope to see you guys on Sunday. Hope you guys have a great next couple days and a great night. Thanks for watching.